All right, we're going to do our favorite team and our favorite signing. So
we're talking winners from this legal tampering period.
Correct.
Well, obviously, you know that I'm going to be saying my favorite team is the Chicago Bears.
Okay, what's your favorite team? But who did the best? There's a big difference.
Bears. Patriots were great.
Okay.
Patriots were great. And I said this earlier, the biggest signing that the New England Patriots made was the firing of Gerard Mayo, the subsequent hiring of Mike Vrabel to get a Patriot back in the building. And you've seen the type of guy that they want to have in that building on the defensive side of the ball in particular. It just feels like they're going to get some junkyard dogs in New England and get ready to play some football, because last year what we heard at the podium was this team is soft. I didn't say it. They said it. And Mike Vrabel's like, not my Patriots. You know, he's putting that red jacket on for a minute. And guys are lining up. Obviously, they had to spend a certain amount of money to get over whatever it is, the Mendoza line, we'll call it, like they do in baseball, in terms of the cap. And they did. And they didn't just spend money to spend money. They went and got dudes at different levels of the defense. I really like that for the Patriots and Mike Vrabel. What better team to root for a little bit as a side team than the Patriots? They went through hell last year, but they got their quarterback in Drake May, and he's a lot of fun to watch.
My favorite, and this is going to hurt to say, it's the Minnesota Vikings. I thought they had a hell of a day. Will Fries, Byron Murphy, Jonathan Allen, Ryan Kelly, Isaiah Rodgers, who we didn't mention, slot corner, potential versatile guy. Letting Sam Darnold walk too. People were saying, bring him back 1 year, $25 million, bring him back, try to pay him. You know, he just won X amount of games. No, this is like you shoot for the moon. You don't shoot for 12-win seasons. You shoot for Super Bowls.
Yep.
This is a Super Bowl window now, not having to pay him that big contract. Lost Cam Bynum. Yeah, I like Cam Bynum. I don't think it's going to kill them. So I think Minnesota Vikings had a heck of a free.
Dark horse move that you liked.
Ooh, dark horse move that I liked. So
you want me to set the stage for dark horse move?
Yeah, explain what you mean by dark horse. So
like not one of these PTPers. Yeah, I mean, they're PTPers to us because we like ball. Poona Ford.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I think it's doubly awesome for him because he gets to go from an up-and-coming roster with the Chargers. Obviously, culture change there, and a lot of success is going to be had in the Chargers organization over the next couple of years. But he's going to the Rams, immediate Super Bowl contender. The way that front four operates, the way that they're able to win. I mean, you take a look at that rookie class last year, they had some real ass kickers, and they went and got Devontae as well. But I'm talking about the Poona move. I think it's important that you have these guys that can rotate in fresh winners at the defensive line. And I think that's big for them.
All right, I'll tell you mine. De'Ami Brown.
Yep.
To the Jacksonville Jaguars. 1 year, $10 million. Not a big investment. I think he's their number 2 wide receiver next season. It stops them from having to, a lot of people on penciling in Ted McMillan at pick 5. Don't have to do that now. Don't think they will do that now.
Go look at the end of the year.
Go draft one in round 2, round 3, whatever. But I think this gives you at least a reliable number 2 who's also a vertical threat. The guy can win on the outside. So big fan of that move. And he's only 25 years old. The guy's still young, very young. Came out as a 20-year-old, I believe.
10 mil. That's great.
Yep. So that's my favorite dark horse. What's your favorite just overall move? One guy who at his next team or at the team you were signed with is just going to kick more ass, people think.
I think people are going to be really surprised to see the star that Drew Dalman will become at the center position.
Freaking love
in Chicago. I've talked about this guy for a while before he was even a Bear, right?
Yeah,
I've been talking about him since week 3. When you think about offensive line, just like when you were talking about Chase Young not being a scheme fit for what they were trying to do allegedly in New Orleans with the 3-4 versus a 4-3. The center position, the guard position, the tackle position, although across the league they're all playing the same position, they're doing different things, whether it's man schemes, zone schemes, G schemes, whatever it is you want to talk about. Drew Dalman is going to be kind of the keystone of this Ben Johnson offense. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he utilizes him, his athleticism, his quick first step, his brains the right way, how it'll get Caleb Williams on the same page with the rest of this offense and that offensive line, importantly. And you get Joe Thuney, Jonah Jackson, and Drew Dalman. But Drew Dalman, it all happens with the center. I can't wait to see how he looks. in the Bears jersey. He took less money to join the Chicago Bears. That means something to me. And I think he's going to be a star.
All right, there's two moves that I loved. One, Javon Holland to the Giants. I think comes back fully healthy next year, and he's a top 5 safety in the NFL. And people are like, how did this guy just get, was it second highest contract of any safety in this free agency period? Love that move for them. And I also love, and this is re-signing, but Malcolm Kuntz back to the Raiders, $12 million. They obviously have a lot of turnover from a year ago. There's a lot of more stones that need to be turned over here. But Malcolm Kuntz was awesome back in 2023 before not playing this past season with torn ACL. If he comes back and back healthy, him and Max Crosby is going to be a lot of fun to watch. So I love that they were able to keep him in the fold when they lost a lot of pieces this free agency period. So love those moves.
Good for Max Crosby staying there too.
Good for Max Crosby.
Rarity in today's game.
Raiders, I think, are making good decisions. Now, still look at the draft to see. But I think the Geno move, the Kuntz re-signing, what they've done so far.
They got to lower those interceptions for old Gene Dog.
I'm a fan of. Yeah.
Old Gene Dog be throwing them touchdowns. He'd be throwing them interceptions too.
He's got Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly, man.
Chip Kelly's not a.
We love Chip Kelly around here.
Throw a bunch of interceptions. Chip Kelly's offense. It's not a common theme for him. All right. That's our show for today. We will be back tomorrow recapping day 3 as the NFL season opens up.
Aaron Rodgers, ?
TBD. Yeah, maybe talking about where he's going to play.
Vikings, full Brett Favre route.
Right now, where you
Vikings. He's going Brett Favre, carbon copy. Stay away from softball fields and volleyball fields in Mississippi, though.
And get rid of your camera phone. No, that was in New York. He had to already get rid of it. I say Pittsburgh. I say he's Pittsburgh.
That'd be fun.